know when a product is announced and you make a video and you actually give your thoughts about it. And in my case, you go talking about a product and you say it doesn't matter. And then that product comes out and you actually buy it, and then you actually like it. And you gotta make a video like this to apologize, man. So let's just go ahead and get into it. Yo, what is going on YouTube? Technically T. Let's go ahead and jump straight into the title. So you already see it, man. Yes, I did sell my highly wanted Sony A7 III for the Sony A6400. Now I know a lot of you out there like, why is he doing that? He's backstepping when we're talking about this camera gear, but just hear me out. We're gonna break it all down. My reasoning is good to why I switched, but let's go ahead and break it down right now. So when the 6400 was announced, I did a little video where I was talking about my thoughts and what I felt about the 6400, and basically what I said in my previous video was that the 6400 really doesn't matter when we're talking about the camera space out here. For one, you want to invent, you want to make something, you want to have the pop-up monitor, but you block it with the hot shoe mount. So therefore, when a vlogger, and you're aiming this camera to be a vlogger's camera, when they put a microphone up there, of course it blocks the screen. So that was my beef number one. Number two, it still had the same batteries from my previously owned A6500, and everybody knows, I don't have to say much, everybody knows those batteries are absolutely horrible. They did fix them when it came with the Z batteries for the full frame models, but those W series batteries are just straight up trash. So I felt with that combined with them making a pop-up monitor and then covering it up with the hot shoe, I was like, what is the point? Just go and get yourself a 6500. And of course, no, it didn't have IBIS, but Sony, if you know Sony IBIS isn't good in the beginning with. It's not even good on the A7 III. So therefore, yeah, I made that video, and of course, I was shooting it on my Sony A7 III. That is beautiful, that I absolutely love, paired with that 28mm f2.0 lens. Now, quote what I just said, A7 III, 28mm f2. That was it when it came to my gear. Like, that's all I had. Now, let's go ahead and break this down. Yes, and I sold all of my gear. I had a few other little accessories, but we really don't gotta talk about that. So let's go ahead and break this down so you can get some full understanding here. So when I went and bought the A7 III, I did body only. You already know that's gonna run you a $2,000 price tag. So yes, we went and got it $2,000 for the body only. And then I headed to the Best Buy. You know, I headed to Best Buy. I don't know why I didn't get anywhere else, but went to Best Buy and ordered the 28mm f2. And you know, that's gonna run you roughly around 450 bucks. So we're talking about $2,500 invested in a camera body alone and the lens that I chose to use. So just write that down, keep that in the back of your head, 2,500 bucks. All right, so A6400. I went, got the body only, 900 bucks. And since I was going back to that APS-C sensor, you already know I had to get probably the best lens. It just can't beat in my opinion. And I had to go ahead and grab the Sigma 16mm f1.4. Love, love, love this lens. 400 bucks. And since I got such a quality lens, man, you gotta go ahead and add a quality filter. I always rock with the Tiffin, the variable ND filter. And you gotta pay for quality, man. This bad boy is gonna run you 100 bucks. Now, in conjunction with the 16mm, and I didn't even get the box, but the box is over here. I went and also picked up the 30mm f1.4 that was on sale for 300 bucks. Now, I'm still, you know, you look at my little tally, man, I still got some money left. I still got a little plan that I can do. So I said, you know what, T, you need an all-around lens. You love your primes. I need a zoom lens that can cover all focal lengths. Doesn't have to be so fast. I went and picked up the Sony 18-105 f4 OSS, since the 6400 doesn't have OSS, but this bad boy right here does. So all around lens right here, mostly gonna use this for video and little gimbal work and stuff like that. So I did pick this up, around 550 bucks for this. Still got a little change left. Now, we still got a little bit of pocket change. My goal was to sell all the gear from the A7 III, put it all into the 6400, and of course I had to go out and pick me up a few batteries. Now, these are all factory Sony batteries, no aftermarket stuff. So I have a total of 4 batteries, and I think all of these together ran about 160 or so like that. They were about 50 bucks a piece for all 3 of these batteries. So if you sum all of that up, you just, you know, put it all out there together, man, we are roughly around 2,400 bucks. And you see all I got. I got a camera, good batteries. I got 3 lenses, 3 now. And compared to the A7 III, well, I had just 1 lens. So that right there, I should cut the camera off and that's the video alone, but that's the main reason why I switched over from the A7 III to the 6400, because you honestly get more for your money. Now, some things that let me address the things that I talked about in the beginning about what I didn't like about the 6400. So of course, one, the flip up monitor being covered by the cold shoe. And what did I do? I went out and grabbed me a small rig for the A6000 to the 6300. So that relocates the hot shoe on the other side, and I mounted up there, boom. I have this all rigged up right now. I got my Rode mic over here. I got my monitor up right here. Perfectly fine. Everything is all well. I love small rig cases. They let you do so much. So therefore, this is one of the advantages to using a small rig. And then when it comes to the batteries, man, I'm gonna tell you, man, that new process, that new A9 processor with these batteries lasts they're very good. Like, I have no problem lasting through whatever I record. I remember on my 65 series, I had to literally plug it up through external power just to get through a 4K video, or maybe it overheating and different things like that. But now, running these batteries on that new processor, I have no issue with the battery life at all. So those are the two main issues that I had a problem with, and they're easily solved. And some more reasons why I chose it, of course, it makes sense. I mean, we're talking about 4K. On the A7 III, of course, to see yourself, you have to be hooked up to an external monitor. Therefore, 4K face tracking, null and void. But with this 6400 right here, all I gotta do is pop this screen up, shoot 4K, and I have a box on me that isn't locking, it isn't going anywhere. This thing is locked on my face. I don't have to worry about any 4K videos being blurry or out of focus. The autofocus system on this 6400 is just amazing. Like, it is absolutely amazing. The A7 III was good as well. You know, they have good autofocus, but this face tracking, when we're talking about 4K, is priceless for anybody out there who does videos like this where you're talking in front of the camera. Absolutely a must have. And then basically the last reason is what I just showed you, man. I got one piece of glass for the A7 III. Those full frame prices are gonna cost you a pretty penny. But let's go ahead and flip over to the other side of the fence, man. When we're talking about APS-C, you can get a few pieces of glass and arguably some of the best quality. I don't think there's anything out there that's sharper than the Sigma 16mm. It's just, the Sigma line is absolutely beautiful. I don't really think much tops that when we come to it. So the price of lenses, I can have a more versatile range instead of using one lens for everything on my channel. So if I had to go through another focal length or do something that or shoot a different type of video, I don't have the lens to do so because they are so expensive. So those are my three reasons basically as why I switched over. And of course, with the A6400, you're getting that same color science of the A7 III, and I'm using PP1. You just can't, Sony shooters, if you're out there, if you have a 6400 or A7 III, just use PP1. Minimal post editing when it comes to the colors coming straight out the camera. So yeah, those are my reasons, man. That's the reason why I sold my Sony A7 III for the 6400. I feel like this is the best camera right now of 2019 for anybody who makes content on YouTube. Now, I know a lot of people got caught with the A7 III bug. I mean, especially in the tech space. If you're looking at the smartphone tech space like me, everybody that people use Sony A7 IIIs. I got bit by the bug. I know a bunch of other people who got bit by the A7 III bug, but the thing is, you need to take a step back and see what you're really using. Do you truly need an A7 III for doing videos like this? You don't. If you need an A7 III, you better be out there doing some professional work. But if you're doing content videos just like this, talking about smartphones and talking to the camera, go sell that A7 III, save you a few, and I mean a few, $100, and go out there and pick you up a Sony A6400, man. I absolutely love it. No issues whatsoever, and I feel so good to get back to that Sigma 16mm f1.4. But for the camera gurus, I know you're probably gonna watch this channel, man. By far, I am no professional. Let me know down below what you think. If you made the switch, let me know how you're dealing with it. If you're thinking about making the switch, if you got any questions regarding both platforms and how I feel compared to the other one, definitely comment down below and I will be sure to answer your question, man. But technically T, definitely smash that thumbs up button if you like this video, and you already know, smash that subscribe button if you rock with your boy. But until next time, later.